I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, Michael Pickering bringing it down, Lo-Fi Live, with what's going on in the world today. And let's get right to it. Out in India, 142 members of parliament, 142 members of the opposition against the government, 142 elected members of parliament have been suspended this week in India. The government of the majority and Prime Minister Modi said the opposition was disrupting parliamentary proceedings, and thus they violated legislative rules and were suspended. Period. But the real deal is that last week Parliament had a major breach in security, and the extent of which we don't know. And the opposition wanted to have a debate about it and wanted to ask questions and wanted to know, how bad is it? And the government of Prime Minister Modi refused and suspended 142 members of Parliament of the opposition as a byproduct. This smells fishy. Eyes on India, people. Eyes on India. They have an election coming up in a few months, too. Now, out in Egypt, presidential elections have come and gone, and former military coup leader and supreme commander turned president has won a third term in office as president. Not at all surprised. He won with 89%. My friends, my lo-fi loves, no one wins an election with 89%. It doesn't happen unless you arrest all the opposition and bar people from running, but then you're no longer a democracy. So again, no one wins a presidential election in a democracy with 89%. No one. So, Egypt gets another 6 years of the former coup leader. Things change, things stay the same. We'll see. There's a lot of moving pieces around Egypt at the moment. And mentioning elections and voting, update in Chile to the referendum on the Constitution that we've been talking about since Lofi Poli Sci started back in 2020. The Constitution did not pass. 55.7% of the population rejected the new draft, the second draft. My friends, my lo-fi loves, this was Chile's second vote on a new constitution, and they rejected both of them, which means they simply stay with the old one that was created under a dictatorship, that was controlled by a genocidal general from a military coup. And the government has said that it appears no one wants to try for a third draft, and that they'll simply keep moving forward with that old one from the 1980s. Simple as that. So massive protest and social revolution of 2019 that led to wanting a new constitution and a new chance for Chilean democracy ends in 2023 with the same old constitution. Though I'm still keeping an eye on Chile, because only the people decide when this is truly over. Now, switching gears to the Vatican, where the Pope has now allowed priests to bless same-sex couples' relationships. It can't be in any way, shape, or form similar to a wedding or even at the same time as a civil union, but priests can now bless same-sex couples' relationships. And this is interesting and controversial in the Vatican. It makes us wonder, is this potentially paving the way toward one day, when the Catholic Church and the Vatican allow same-sex weddings? We're curious about this, and we're watching. And the last piece of something to send you on your way for the week, something else we're watching that I suggest all of you take the time to watch. A volcano has erupted in Iceland, and the pictures are breathtaking. Take time to look, people. The pictures, the videos, look at all of them. It's a reminder to all of us that even though we have so much going on in our lives, the planet is part of our lives, and volcanoes, pretty incredible stuff. A pretty incredible part of our lives. And that's just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.